No matter what course of action Collins took, he was destined to his own fate, his own day of reckoning with himself. The idea is that destiny is a very real, concrete thing that every person has to deal with. How does Samuel's view of fate differ from that of Costain? Rory?
Ma'am?
Answer the question.
Costain wrote that fate was somehow related only to religion, whereas Samuels felt that, well, fate was like a natural element.
Pauperganda. Pauperganda.
It is the spooky hour. Almost. Hey, everybody. It's Deluxe celebrating Halloween, show 2 of 3. And last week, we didn't do too well with, what was that, Blackthorn. And so I wanted to keep it Halloween themed, but I didn't want to go all in. So today, we're going to be kind of doing a new thing. Get your decks ready if you want to challenge me. It's going to be fun. I'm going to play at least 5 games with 5 different decks. So it'll be really full of variety, but all kind of Halloween-themed decks. Some of them from you. This first one by Nichols. Anyway, I check up Marco Vaggio, Show Rosamond, Cardbreaker, and Hod's in the house. Good to see everybody. Yeah, classic Jamie Lee. You know, it was actually very hard to come up with a Halloween intro. If you listen real carefully, she goes talking about the elements, and she goes in something like, and it's like Pauperganda, and that's what I was going for, but it's kind of hard to mix 70s audio with today's technology. Anyway, I guess I can go over this first deck first. Nichols made this, and it's based on kind of an enchantment. What do you call gruel? Not gruel. What am I saying? Golgari. We got 1 bog, 2 citadels, 3 forest, 1 guildgate, 1 rot farm, 4 jungle hollows, 4 gardens, and looks like 5 swamps, rancors, abundant growth, and deadweight in a 4 spot. We got 1 lone Vampiric Link, Vault Skirge in the 4 spot, 2 Corrupted Zendikons, 2 Commune with the Gods for the Leafcrown Dryads, the Putrid Leech in a 4 spot, 1 Pestilence, 1 Benefaction of Rhonas, really serving triple duty here. Ancestral Mask, and this cool looking artwork here, the Grim Guardian. It's kind of the linchpin of the deck. On our sideboard, we've got Vampiric Link, Font of Return, Seal of Doom, 3 Macabre, 1 Pestilence, some Quiet Disrepairs against Burn, and some anti-flying tech in the really old school card of Hidden Spider. So, Olash in the house. Yo, changed my user. It used to be XCreationX. Hey, all right. Good to see a hip wooden top. And Manifold in the house. So, I'm going to wait, if any of you in the chat right now are on Magic Online and you want to challenge me, go ahead. Just make it in the tournament practice room, and I'll just hit accept. But I'm going to give it a minute. Otherwise, I'm just going to go in there and just hit randomly and play somebody so that the show doesn't drag too much. But yeah, if you're joining us, we're not doing the tournament thing today. We're playing 5 different decks. The second one we're going to be playing is just a pure Infect Black. 20 basics and 4 rituals really make this supposed to be consistent. We've got Supernatural Stamina for the pump and such, 4 Unearths, 4 Virulent Wounds, and then the Bonesplitters, and even running the Asp. Good Edict bait, and in a pinch you can actually pay 1 black and turn it into the worst critter that has Infect. Then we've got 4 Ichorclaw, 4 Plague Stingers, Grotesque Mutation keeps Ascendant against Burn, and the Contagious Nim. I won't go over the other one. Third deck today is going to be this Rakdos Metalcraft creation, and complete with these cool vampires. And after that, I'm going to play a version of Relentless Rats. That's pretty nice. Another Dark Ritual deck. And then the last deck we're going to be playing today is going to be Little Fight's Vampire Madness deck. But first, we're going to start off with the Halloween and such. So, yep. Anyway, so we're going to start off with this and see how it goes. I haven't received a challenge yet, so I'm just going to roll over to the tournament practice room. We'll hit Halloween Nichols and hope that somebody jumps in. Oops. Darn it. I was hoping that was fixed. There we go. Let me line this up here. So yeah, we'll be having hey, fun 18. Good to see you in Little Fight in the house. Next week, if anybody's been living in the dark, I got 3rd in the challenge, which is the highest I've ever placed. I actually think I could have won the whole thing easily. My opponent had 0 time left when I lost. It was really strange. But I have the screen grab to prove it. So I ended up in third. And why I say I should have won it, because the first place deck, I'm like, I think 9-1 against it now, so which is just Delver Red, very easy to beat. So I'll probably be playing, even though it's not very Halloween-esque, my tokens list tomorrow. So anyway, okay, we got kind of a blah hand here. We're going to have to mulligan this. I've never played this deck yet, so feel free to laugh at my expense. This is Nichols' Halloween inclusion here. Yeah, a lot of people thought that odds, but what you gonna do? We'll keep this. Well, I don't think we need many artifacts, do we? I'll throw this on the bottom. I think that's more for the burn package there. So, hey, Pauperganda. Hey, Daniel Bueno, are you in the chat right now? Let me know so that I, hopefully it's one of you out there and get a chance. My kids, actually, this morning, I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do because I'm not, like, fired up about, I hate this little issue here. You got to pay your life first, then that. So, but they're at dinner table having breakfast before school, and I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do. I don't really believe in any deck, and you know, after going 1-4 last week, had a lot of fun. It was a good show, Halloween themed and everything. But I was like, I want to at least 3-2 or better, and there's not really anything with swamps that screams at that being a possibility. So I don't know, put it out there, and they were like, well, why don't you just play some of your friends online, blah, blah, blah. How often do you do that? And I was like, boy, almost never. So, yeah, we'll try to make this a nice way to keep it fresh. And plus, every round we're going to have something new. So, hello, late to the show. Nichols, hey, yeah, we're playing yours first, buddy. 3-3 indestructible. Could be cool. Oh, gosh, you're right, Ken Barb. I didn't even, like I said, my first time playing this, I saw that, and I'm like, I don't need that. And then I was like, oh, yeah, we have a Corrupted Zendikon. That would have been really good. So, already, I have punted. Apologies for that. You're going to play your list. What a surprise. Yeah, I just, I think I'm going to play it next week unless something changes. I'm just really high on my Boros list. I've got about 3 more 3-2s and about 4 4-1s. I've still yet to 5-0 with it. But like I said, I got third in the challenge, so that felt pretty good. Aside from I should have really gotten first. It was... if you have a chance, go to Facebook. I screen grabbed it. It is pretty ridiculous. It says my opponent has 0 seconds left, and I die because it was on my upkeep. He had 1 second left, and I cast like 2 or 3 flashback spells, and he had, I guess, his yield set. It went down to 0, and then I had to draw a card, and I didn't have a card, and so that's how that one ended. So, yep. Oh my gosh, I got to stop talking. I am dropping the ball like crazy here. Apologies, guys. You're right. I did forget the land drop, and that would have made a big difference because we could be gaining 4 life here instead of 1. All right. Maybe I should take this a little more seriously. I'm so laissez-faire because, it's like I don't have any tickets on the line here. Yeah, I'll have to remember that for games 2 and 3, that Darksteel Citadel is pretty sweet with Corrupted Zendikon. Thanks for catching that error, Marco Vaggio. And if you play me today, as anybody that follows us quite a bit will know, I can't really chat with you because my hotkeys are set to certain commercials and such. So just know that I see your message. I'm not ignoring you. Tune into YouTube to see what I said, I guess. That's best I can offer. Old school and showing up. Good times. Yeah, the Infect deck I'm going to be playing in a little bit. That deck just doesn't make any sense to me. It should do better. It's weird. Let's go. I got Abundant Growth to this, and I can at least see what we're going to draw here. Hey, Rolas, good to see you. And we'll maybe turn that into... Okay, well, we've got the second turn play there. That'll be fun for that. For right now, let's just start gaining some life. Keep us in it against Stompy. We'll go back up to 17 here, and hopefully I can make up for some of those errors. The Darksteel Citadel saving my way. Uh-oh, looks like we're going to get Vines here. This might be very crucial because we're still taking 3 a turn, even with the Scourge math. So that sucks. One of our best spells in the tank. I can't do anything with that. Let's attack. Off we go. All right. Here we go. All right. Gonna go down to 10. I think the attacks might stop after this with the Darksteel Citadel tech. Pretty sweet. I have to admit, Nichols, I did not see that at first. I'm going to give this a cursory glance, and then I updated it. And I think I played your first version once, and that was that. So, interesting take on it, though. Anybody making the Bonesplitter in the audience? I asked that last week, but there's been a little bit more time now. That'd be so cool to bring that to a con. I think we're going to drop this one. Sure would have helped to not miss our land drop there. Sneaky tech. All right. Wow, look at this. Probably want to put that either on the Pit Sulk or the River Boa. Anybody got a vote? Of course, we're really kind of... let's see. Black light here. Let's throw this up here. We'll throw this on this. Boa says fun. Anybody else vote? It's not like one Rancor. We might be in a little bit of trouble. Deck is sweet. Pauper's deck building possibilities still amaze me. It can be. All right, guys. Everybody. All right, I got 1 and 1. Sulk and River Boa. What's the deal? I'm thinking Sulk too. We can block everything else. He'll have to at least trade with stuff for that to go down. Dead Weight's just so positive. That's one of the few cards. The new art is better. It just is. All right, let's see if we can get back in this. Putrid Leech will feel good in a little bit. Boy, it'd be pretty cool if we had a Rancor on one of these Vault Skirges. We'd be like at probably 17 or 18 life by now, but what you gonna do? Not much. Darksteel Citadel is black. Let's see what we're gonna hit. Let's block this guy and take 5. Yeah, so hopefully nobody's bent out of shape from me not competing today. I'm going to be probably playing again Sunday, so I'm trying to keep my the next few days a little open and not burn out, because Sundays can be long when you go long. But this will add some nice variety to the day, you know. Let's see. That's going to be 9 if he's got a Vines. He does. Well, that's cool. I'm glad he did it on that. Much better than us being at 3 life. I think I would have done that. Let us see here. I'll drop the Leech. Double blocker. I wish this was the Lifer, but for now, we'll hit here. Might pull up a Pestilence, who knows. And we're just going to do the life thing. Ancestral Mask would be pretty sweet, especially considering they've used up 2 Vines so far. Probably 2 more to go. I'm sure if we were streaming, they'd have them both in hand. But maybe because we're not, we're going to get a little lucky. Yeah, I thought the challenge coverage, I thought it was kind of... The Familiars decks just seem like dime a dozen. I see them all the time. So I was a little surprised. Let's go block here and block here. I'll pay the life. That way will be it. Well, no, you know, if I pay the life here, a Vines kills me, so I'm not going to. I'm just going to go like that. So I would pay 2 life, and then he would zap me for the rest of it. Ouch! Well, at least we got a permanent blocker, unless he's got some trick with Island Walk. Oh, that's a good point, Card Breaker. Nice to know. Well, we've got our... Yeah, I think there's only two Zendikons in the deck. Ooh, that's going to hurt. All right, and we really need Ancestral Mask to show up. Let's see what this guy does. Constellation. When it enters, or another enchantment enters the life, each opponent loses 1 life. Well, it's a good blocker, but at this stage, it doesn't feel all that great, but we'll play it. I wish we could gain life. I don't think it reads that way. I actually had to buy 4 of these. I didn't even own them. Nice defensive creature, but it doesn't feel so hot after a bunch of 4s into the realm, right? All right. There's no sense in holding this. If we drop a spell that we're up 1 life, I'm going to really regret it. So at least we can block. At least we can gain life. We're going to pull even with this turn. And you know what? If we were out of Vines range, I might want to double block the Aquarian Ranger here. Yeah, it's funny. It reminds me of like a Little Fight build just because it kind of always has something. I'm going to double block here because we don't have to worry about Vines. And it'll get rid of one of the main dudes. We'll rock like this. See what happens. Sometimes Little Fight, it's like he is in the kitchen. He's like, a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And the purist to me is like, oh, why don't you use 4 of that? But sometimes you play it and you're like, wow, it's a lot funner and just has a lot more get up and go good times to it. Whatever the hell that means. What am I playing on Sunday? Probably the same deck I played. I made one change to it if anybody's really trying to play it. I lost one Guardian because I was starting to beat Boros pretty easily, and I added one more Aura Fracture because all my notes, the only 2 decks I was losing to were really heavy Dimir decks and Elves. And Elves, the only reason they beat you is Spider Silk Armor. Otherwise, you just tromp them. You got enough burn to take care of the scatter shots if they show up. And relying on one card out of 60 was kind of folly, even with all the draw. So I went all in with... what am I trying to say? I went all in with my enchantment Hatred so that I could find it, especially with two draw spells. So, yeah, that was good times. Mike Mann's in the house. Mike Mann helping me the other day with the Simic University, some of the commercial. I'm trying to iron out the verbiage of it. Good suggestions. I take some, lose some. It's just because I know what footage I have, and so I don't want to go off on a tangent I can't really visually support, but alrighty. Well, let's do this and this and try to get our life total back in action here. Unless Aquarian Ranger drops, I think I got lethal. Make up for a mistake. I think we easily won this game if I didn't punt with that missed land drop early on, but alright. Here we are. Fun game nonetheless. Feeling very Halloween-esque this one too. Boy, this guy's just screaming for trample. He's like, come on, when can I get trample? Ooh, well, this will be neat to bestow. Let's bestow it on this. We'll say this, this, and this. Throw this on, enchantment creature. This will get us out of life range, or into winning range, I should say. You know, if I attack with everything, I win. Should I do it? Let's see. That'll be 4. Put us at 9. He could have a fog. I'm going to play it really safe. Let's do this. At this stage, with our blocks the way they are, we still don't die to a Rancor. So, and we get the little life boost there. So, yeah, bestow's pretty cool as long as you got the mana for it. But it's pretty nice and flexible. I remember a lot of people playing 2 or 3 of these in Stompy right when it got released with that, as I like to say, the new card smell. Did he draw a Rancor? Aha! Yeah, that Zendikon's pretty badass on defense there. Good call, Nichols. We'll rock this and this. I don't think he's got an answer. I'm not going to pay the life. There's no reason to. Again, if we chose to try to kill the young wolf there, we would have died to Vines, even with our life total the way it's at. Woohoo! All right, Nichols getting some love for this build. We'll go over it again between rounds. Like I said, it's going to be a really relaxed show today. I'm in my pajamas. I got some nice teas here, and no pressure of trying to do well. And we're just going to showcase about 5 Halloween-style themed decks, and this is the first one, courtesy of Nichols. We got a Pestilence main. I like that. Quiet Disrepair might be really good. Vampiric Link might be really good. Seal of Doom might be really good. I wasn't liking the Leech too much. I think I'm going to cut 2 of those. Feel free to chime in if you think I'm punting or doing some atrocious move. Maybe a Seal and another Link. I'm liking this. I think Quiet Disrepair might be a bit too much, especially considering I don't want to get 2 for 1 because they saw the theme of the deck and they're probably going to, most of them are running 4 of the enchantment hate. So I love PJs. My wife calls them my uniform. Oh, that's a good life there, Fun 18. Yeah. Yeah, it's just the weather turned just a little. I mean, the wind's got a nice chill to it, and I was genuinely a little chilly this morning. The ocean air was really bitter, and on my walk, I was actually got the chills a bit. So, hot shower, and then I jumped into my pajamas. Plan on playing your Boris Bully deck tomorrow at the local Pauper event. I have to report back and let you know how it goes. Yes, yeah, that one takes quite a bit of practice. It's a sneaky deck. It's got a lot of I truly think I've made a lot of decks in my day, and I think it's probably my best one. Even without the high placing there. Stumpy is bad post board. We'll see about that. I'm just gonna rock like this. See how it goes. Super windy here. Where's here? Fun 18. You might have told me in the past. Forgive me, but yeah. What am I thinking? I should have another pestilence in there. Oops. Sideboard punt. Well, we still have one. We'll open up the graveyard there. I like green ones, says Mike Man. Oh, I haven't heard that name. I feel like Obi-Wan Kenobi. I haven't heard that name for... That's right. Green one, a little bit faster than Stompy. A little less flexible. Yeah. I'm waiting for my Faithless Looting. What kind of deck is this, Nichols? All right. Wow. Slow start, but we got blockers. And we got the mask. Which probably won't do too good game 3 against this. I think we'll keep this. Show us a... No, I don't want to see that. Put this on the bottom. At least we got blockers. South England. Cool. Farnborough. Nice. I got to get out that way soon. All this time off I've got being jobless, but the last thing I want to do is spend money, but it does make sense to use this time wisely. But I'm going up to the big Halloween festival, and that'll be not next week, but the week after that. Look at that. How great is this poll? I think we're going to save this for, you know what? Let's lead with the Scourge again. Got to remember that his artifact and enchantment hate can kind of 2-for-1 us if we equip that too much. Definitely won't Vampiric Link it. That does nothing. My other best friend was from Farmer, and I kept getting them mixed up. Key of Avalon. Very cool. The air show, all like those super fast jets that collide and go careening into the audience every like 10 years or so. Is that what we're talking, or more old school? All right, let's see what this guy's got. Young Wolf coming on in. Alrighty. Well, I've seen better. Let's rock that. Yeah, I remember putting Vampiric Link on a Vault Skirge, and it still only gave me 1, so I'm not going to make that mistake again. You've seen it work, Carbrick? Or Nichols? I remember that not working. All right, we'll see if you guys are right. It's a little late now, but I'll try it. At least if he does have Gleeful Sabotage, I think he'll probably use it now. Because if we draw a basic, we could throw a mask. But I just remember that Vampiric Link on a lifelink creature was just like first strike on first strike when I last did it. But I might be remembering wrong. Ugh. Let's see if we gain 2 life. Nope, just 1. Nichols, have you actually seen that work? Because I was pretty sure that's not the thing to do, and I think that proved me right, but who knows? I think we'll keep our little plant alive, block something a little more relevant. All right. Well, we've got this dude coming up in the world. How about we just go after him with this? Huzzah! Yeah! Coming at you, baby. That's a bug. You need a refund. Only reason I just remember like in the last 2 months trying something similar like that, and it just didn't work, and I was like, oh, note to self, don't do that. But at least you didn't see it go down, and then it didn't work here. Alrighty. Well, Ancestral Mask will feel really good if we can land it. Even another basics be good. The good thing about a rough economy in Latin America is Pauper is super popular. Exactly. Very nice. Alright. Well, we've got Trample. Yeah, one more mana. We got that. This is tempting. He could have a Vines. Would be nice to just get rid of that damn River Boa. Plant attack. I know. He is hellbent. I think we this is a much better play here. Then we'll use our dead weight on him next time. Go get most of our life back. Yeah. Yeah, I see you there, Odds. That's what I thought, but everybody in chat and such was saying the other, so I was like, oh, well, it's not like tickets are on the line. I'll equip it and see. But the fight mechanic showed us the error of our ways. Boom, boom. So yeah, if you're in the chat right now and you got Magic Online queued up, feel free to challenge me right after this so I don't have to go looking for it just to anybody. Try to keep it to different opponents each time. That'd be pretty cool. I'm kind of liking this, you know, a little relaxed environment. We got I think it'll add a nice variety show because, you know, Halloween themed show should have a bit of a, what's the word I'm looking for? Ooh. Well, if we Dryad here, that's cool. This will be a 10-9 if we just kill that. Might be the play here. Let me see. What's the call here? Deadweight, unless... Yeah, he's hellbent. I think Deadweight's the way to rock here. We'll leaf next turn because that's going to make that a 10-6. I mean, a 7. Maybe I should hold back. Yeah, I don't want to lose my only dude because he can double block, have a 2-2, and then we get Rancor back, and that's about it. I'm going to hold back. Can't target Ledgewalker. I just wanted that thing out here. Got enough life to survive a turn. I'm starting to learn patience a little bit. Gosh darn it. What is this, a replay? And the chat's... I've never seen the chat punt so much. Just kidding, you guys. All right, let's put this on here and see if this shuts the door. I'm not going to pretend I know the math until it does. Watang! 6, 7, 8, 9. No cards. Attack! Hoo-yeah. Looks like we're going to 2-0 with Nichols' cool build. Maybe I should have taken this into a tournament there, Nichols. Patience is overrated. Crush your enemies. Yes. All right, what's up? He's stalling the show. What's going on? Pretty normal build of Stompy there. Kind of a force block here. Yeah, something in the air, boy. I'm just sucking down the water today. Had some powerful coffee this morning, but it wasn't enough. Sure, we'll go like that. Not much to think about. Regeneration. Here we go. Watang! What did I miss? I thought he didn't have enough to kill it. I didn't think he had enough to kill it. Oh, Rancor fell off. That's right. That's why. I did the math and I forgot counts enchantments and Rancor fell off. So there. All right. Well, we got enough life to kind of make up for that, but yeah, I was too busy trying to commentate there, Cardbreaker. You're right. Note to self. That can get brutal. All right, he's got one card. I sure don't want it to be Quirion Ranger because that'd pull him right back in it. I wish Bojuka Bog was an instant. Dang it. I guess we'll put it on here. I'm going to play the Bog now, just in case we do draw into like a Pestilence. We have more options. I guess I could have separated it to threaten, but Stompy's pretty good at going wide. I think we're going to have a trick or two. All right. Scattershot. That seems random. Maybe he's afraid of edicts and such. Do we? Oh yeah, we've got the Vault Skirge. That's right. Shouldn't be too random. One card in hand makes you wonder. Makes you wonder. All right. Give us some. Not that. Ay, ay, ay. All right. We'll hold back. We got enough life to withstand a few more of these hits. Scourge Respect. Yeah, that card's so awesome. I think I spoke to that last week when I was saying if you add up all the little abilities and evasion and low casting cost and all kinds of other stuff, that one scored very, very, very high. Any Wiki Bear fans in the house today? We're going to have 2 of those. It's been a while. Ouch! He's going to be able to... All right. Oh, we get this back. Problem is, so does he. That was interesting. I wonder why they didn't regenerate their boa. A little lucky swing for us. All right. What do we got here? Must have a creature. Yeah, I was a little skeptical when I saw the list, Nichols, and I saw the plants, but they're proving. You must have seen like you had a little. What do you call? Lacking in creatures, and it's a nice way to just keep things moving. All right. Now, if I play this, he loses a life, so let's do this first. Nice big fat blocker. It was hard choosing between Vault Skirge and Slippery Boggle. Choose the Scourge for the Halloween theme. All right. Good to know. Yeah, I'd be tempted to go Selhana, but your 2 spots pretty fat. All right. Well, let's do this on this just so that if we hit... Oh, well, that just wins us a game. I forgot that triggers then. For some reason, I thought we had already done that. Very cool, Nichols. Looks like we're going to be a 2-0 with your list. Pretty nice. Win-win, even with a few punts. Pretty nice design, my friend. Woohoo! All right. So I'll wait a minute or two here as we go over Nichols' lists and see if anybody wants to challenge me. Of the Pauperganda fan base out there. Good to see all of you. So yeah, that was this is Nichols' list here. I'll go over it while we're waiting for somebody to show up. Got 4 Rancors, 4 Gross, 1 Vampiric Link, 4 Dead Weights, 4 Scourges, which could easily be a hexproof creature, as the creator has noticed. 2 Corrupted Zendikons, which I missed at first because we have 2 Darksteel Citadels. Pretty sweet. 2 Communes, 4 Leafcrown Dryads, and 4 Putrid Leech. And I will try to, you know what, I'm going to put all of these descriptions in the YouTube video, so it'll just be dunk, 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 dunk. It'll be pretty long, but they will all be there. Benefaction of Rhonas, acting as, what do you call the Commune with the Gods 1, 2, and 3. Ancestral Mask, Grim Guardian, and Pestilence. And it's how cool was that Grim Guardian shut out the show? You know, it was like the card I kind of like, it's a little cutesy, but hey, you get them there and splat. Kind of reminds me of Little Fight's mid-range burn deck, where it just always seems to have enough. Vampiric Link in the sideboard, Fauna Returns, Seal of Doom, 3 Macabre, 1 Pestilence, Quiet Disrepair, and the old school Hidden Spider. Yeah. Good times. I'd love to get a challenge game, but I'm watching from work. Oh, man. All right. Well, everybody's quiet on the list. I'll go to the next up deck, Infect Black. Obviously, my own creation. Being Infect, I'm always trying to make that damn mechanic work. Let me throw this over here so you guys can see a little bit more here. This is just all Infect all the time. And what's really cool is this dude against Control, and they kill everything. Black Leaf Cleave Goblin. I just love this guy. I have 3 of them in the sideboard against Dimir and such. You just drop it and you're like, wham! Just come swinging. So it looks like Little Fight's up for the challenge. I named these all A underscore so they would show up at top and it would be easy to go in order. So we're going to go like this and accept the engineer of the SS metagame, Little Fight. Yeah, thank you for that, Shiraz. It'd be great to play you, but it'd also be horrible to have that kind of lag. All right, let's play first. We are the aggro at least. We'll keep this. The hardest thing about building around Infect is you want to cram as much good stuff as you can. Critters, tricks. But if you don't have the mana, it just defeats itself. So I really like pretty heavy mana builds and something to do. Huzzah, says Little Fight. All right. Let me keep hearing. Let's see. I expect a mountain? No, it's a survivor's encampment. Inventor's goggles. How spicy is this? And we got to do this more often. Just maybe even once a month. Just have a day of like 5 random decks. I think it makes for a pretty neat show. We can dive into Serious Town once or twice, play serious or some sort of rogue in a tournament, and then have kind of a goof off day or whatever. That's how you explore things that work, right? All right, let's go from here and drop this. Supernatural Stamina is in our hand. We've got Grotesque Mutation and another one of these. Nice way to keep stuff alive. I like the October layout. Thank you, T-Core. Yeah, I just threw that together this morning, and I made that pumpkin out of a file I found online, and it was quite a bit of work. And then I made it our own, and there was a little promo for what do you call it? Just wishing you all happy Halloween. That I think I'm going to roll to in one of these things. I overdid it last week. I think I rolled to it 3 times. I was like, oops, only meant to do it twice. And then next week will be our official 3 of 3 Halloween shows. And the one after that, there will be no show because I will be deep in the woods celebrating Samhain, as the old timers used to call it. Yeah, I got a little... Let me see here. All right. See, at this point, number one thing I want is another land. Didn't get it. Well, we can try. Let's see. All right. We still got this. Worst creature with Infect there is on the planet. With the red up, I'm not going to mess around. We'll keep it civil. We'll go like this. Yeah, it's a terrible card, but you know, when you're flooded late game and you draw it, they kind of have to react to it. And you know, you can block a big old 5/5 and make it a 4/4 for 1 black mana. There's worse cards, but in the Infect world there aren't. It's just needed that critical mass of cards, so definitely not tier 2-ish. It's more on the 3.5 side, but it's a lot of fun. That's what we're all about, baby. Experienced a lot of recreational outrage on Twitter this week. It's pretty funny. If you follow Facebook, I had a little spoof on voting. These 2 candidates in town, they're both absolute frauds. And so instead of not writing in a candidate, I just chose Gideon Jura or somebody like that and there was some water joke I made with the water mage, and boy, they got all butthurt about that. You would have thought I bribed a politician myself. But my point was, they're like, get all serious. It's like, we're not serious. I'm always poking fun. It's the name of the game. It's why we have all these spoof commercials. Good times. All right. Wow. 4/5. Where'd that come from? Menace. Can't even block it if I wanted to. Alrighty, well, while we got the chance, let's Menace. Gosh darn it! I wish your artifacts. Okay, yeah, but it doesn't. Menace is 2, or is it like the new Fear? Not quite sure. You know what? I'm gonna develop, and then I'm just gonna swing for 1. So that I've got, if I draw a swamp, we're going to be in the races because we're going to have supernatural and grotesque all at once. 2 or more, that's right. little more relevant to tell us that than improvise. It's like improvise just happens. All right, we'll rock like this. Obviously, we're not going to block, but see, in this deck with all these toys, all we want to do is draw another swamp. We have 20 and 4 dark rituals, and the infect curse is happening. That's right, Odds. Thank you for that. Magic lesson. Ooh, these boys are getting big. Ah, that's right. That's an artificer, isn't it? Typical of Little Fight. Finding these little sub-clauses in the cards. Good times. Well, if he has burn... Oh, good. I'm glad he used the red. This could be a race. Otherwise, if we draw a swamp... Let's see, that'll be 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll just be able to kill him with the Plague Stinger alone. But if not, we might be dead soon. The way this is rocking. Woohoo! All right. 2, 5, 6. I think that works. That's an instant, so we'll attack with our guys. This way it'll turn one of their dudes into a 1/1. Attack! Boom! We'll rock like this. It's going to be funny if I 2-0-2-0 every round. And the Halloween show. Does he got it? Krakatoa. Cool. Inventor's Goggles, which got a very close second place to the Bonesplitter in the vote counting for Odin Makes. I'm glad Bonesplitter won just because of the sheer mass appeal. I don't think you really have to... I think Goggles outside of Pauper, people be like, huh? But, hey, did you all see it on the mothership? Boy, talk about swallowing my words. I never thought they would do it, but it was up there for a whopping 1 day. All right, what's going on here? I guess it wants us to draw cards, see what we would have drawn. I don't know why it's not rolling to... This is boring. I guess... Oh, begin sideboarding? Do I have to hit a button now? That's strange. Alrighty. Well, the goggles were there. Snuff Out seems like it'd be really good. Let's bring that in. Corpse Cur, not so much. We've got quite a few ways to keep things alive. There's enough ground attack. I'm going to lose the Asp just for room here. Sideboarding room. And let's bring in 3 Duress just for any sort of early hate. We got one more spot left open. Let's play the... In case this is our last game, this card's just so fun to draw. It's very rare against a ground-heavy attack that this is a good idea to bring in. But hey, we're not dealing in tickets, so screw it. All right. Yeah, Nichols, glad you loved it. Yeah, that was... boy, I couldn't imagine that thing turning out better. I know Odin's really talented, but he's gone up about 10 or 15% since the last time I saw him. I was like, wow. That was like the color... Then that payoff when it all comes together at the end of the show, I was like, holy crap. All right. Well, outside of an Electrickery, I think we're going to be able to really go crazy on this one. I wish we had a Bonesplitter show up. That makes you nervous when you got a bunch of flying wisps. Insect horrors. Oh, yeah. Got to go old school. Actually, I've got older school than that. I own a lot of Dark Rituals. I'm actually really glad I dropped a Duress there because I didn't want to go all out with that. Let's Duress first. See what we're looking at here. But I like the original Dark Ritual. There's some super old ones. All right. Well, we don't have to worry. So if I pop that, I'm going to go all in now that I know he doesn't have any removal. And we'll drop both Stingers. Yeah, the original is pretty. Just that hooded figure and the little hourglass effect. Very cool. Yeah, actually, you're right. I should switch those out. I usually tend to like those. Same with lightning bolts. I like the what do you call the first? God, what was it? It was like the champion edition or it's just super old school art. Like that. You got an alpha of it. Very nice. Tempest, Dark Ritual. Yeah, they're all... Dark Ritual is pretty hard to... There's one that's really bad. I forget where it's from, but it's just... The artwork's very gaudy. I was like, ugh. Just... Alright. Well, let's attack. God, if he's got Electricity here, that'd be insane. I'm kind of all in on this flying attack, so I'm going to hold back our stamina for when it matters most. Keeping the dude alive. Or going for it. Yeah, most of 7th edition I want to burn at the stake. Oh my god, everything's white border to boot. You got to get foils for anything to matter. I wish they would reprint Wild Growth in one of these new sets and just give it some good artwork, but no. Alrighty, here we are. Yeah, I got the candle burning, the fan's on. Little chilly, PJs are covering. It's a good day. And my little list is really into Bob Ross. It's cracking me up. Something tells me to do this now. We's are going to attack. You could technically have it. There's some 7th edition cards I really like, but yeah, that white border though. Hopefully you all thought that before I started always ranting on it for all these years, but my goodness. I hope I didn't infect any of you. Oh, he's got it! Yeah, got me for being impatient. Good play, my friend. Watang! Alright, this is going to be a long stretch now. And that's just the way it is with Infect. Last game, all we wanted was a land. Now, we don't want one. But boy, how cool would the Black Cleave Goblin be right now? Whap! Come out swinging. Alright. Expedition map. Let me take another one. Reckless Fireworker. That's one of the... Fire Weaver, I should say. It's one of those cards when it came out, boy, everybody was like trying to make decks with it, and it's just right at that threshold. It might be relevant in like 5 or 6 more sets. There might be something that really makes it go crazy, but just not the support needed yet. I've got a new plane that I love, and I've been playing it in Artificer says that's right. Hey, double the boot. That's why he's playing it. I didn't even notice that. Artificer. It's I think it's from Tempest and it's from Therese Nelson. It's a really cloudy day, and I already had like 40 of them or something because you guys all know I like that invasion one of the desert steppes, but this one's pretty cool. All right, we're gonna drop this first. See if we can keep them honest, whatever that means. Attack. We'll hold that back for other goods. I must have slept hard last night. I'm not a snorer, but I must have because my throat's a little sore. Just a wee bit. I'm gulping down the water. We'll take a Wiki Bear commercial break and a few other things after this. Do the bathroom thing and be back to play 2, 3, and 4 and whatnot. I'm going to call this goggles. I'll say goggles. Won the first one. Uh-oh, that's getting scary. I'm going to start auto-yielding into that. But, hey, Mike, man, you ever get any shout-outs or mentions on your Pauperganda, Matt? Because I know you're one of the few like people that are here all the time that got one. Just curious if anybody's ever like, hey, where'd you get that or something? Just not even knowing the show, just on pure aesthetic appeal, maybe. So says me, wanting a little pat on the back for my artistic endeavor. Hydro Goggles. Oh, that's a good name. Fire Goggles. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hey, that'll help. You know what? Get 'em goggles. That's a good name for it. We're gonna make that more enforcer go on a little bit of a diet. Cool. And I want to go get back my stinger. Ritual. I did when I used to hit the LGS. I do most of my playing around the kitchen table these days. Nice. Oh, nothing to earn it, buddy. It's we've got a few promos. Gosh, it's almost every other. I don't know if I have it queued up today. I could roll to it, but yeah, I just we didn't want to make any money off anybody, so we just pretty much You email us at pauperganda@gmail.com. Actually, hey, is that it? Hey, wow, look at you, Shirazamon. I was just going to ask you to do that. Johnny on the spot. Good grief. What Shiraz just wrote. You can watch that, and then we have 3 designs, and whichever one you like, you just email us, or all 3 of them, and pauperganda@gmail.com. We send you the file for free, which is our style, and do your thing. All right, let's attack. This is going to be a close one. We need a trick for something to happen here. What am I looking at this thing the whole time for? Yeah, Shirazamon. Johnny on the spot. Bam. All right. It's us against them. 1 card against 1 card. He probably knows I'm bluffing. Played too many a game. Ooh. Plus, I got some of the copyrighted artwork that slid under the censors. That's right. Yeah, that was before I did the reprint. I forgot which one ended up catching us, though. But yeah, that was fun. Little cleaner version. Hey, all right. Check this out. 2020. Of course, that happens when we're not on Twitch. But hey, y'all. We're going to roll a commercial. I'll be back. Enjoy WikiBear. We'll be back right after this.
I can answer any question you have. I'm WikiBear.
Great. Okay, here's a question, WikiBear. What's the longest street in America?
Checking now. Got it. That title belongs to Colfax Avenue in Colorado, over 26 miles long. Yay!
No, that's great. That was really cool that he came up with that.
Yeah. And speaking of long streets, Civil War General James Longstreet was partially responsible for over 10,000 Confederate casualties during the Battle of Antietam, the bloodiest single-day battle in American history. What a bloodbath! I'm WikiBear!
Yeah, there were a lot of terrible fatalities in the Civil War.
Imagine ditches filled with dead horses.
Okay. Let's try another question. What's the fastest animal on land?
The fastest land animal is the cheetah. It can reach speeds up to 75 miles per hour.
See? That was great information really fast.
Yeah. But it's still not fast enough to outrun Jack the Ripper. The notorious 19th century British serial killer who murdered at least 5 prostitutes. Lickety-split.
He was a terrible killer, Jack the Ripper, yeah.
And he was never caught or punished. What a clever fellow, yay!
I don't know if yay is the right sentiment.
Yay!
No! Jack the Ripper got away, that's terrible.
Well, some think he was a member of the royal family and some strings were pulled.
You know, you,
Sound like a beetle there.
Yeah, you're sort of starting to ad-lib there, WikiBear.
It's been part of my programming.
Yeah. I'm curious. I'm going to keep trying here. You'd think I'd give up at this point.
You
but
sure?
Yeah. How long did it take the first American astronauts to reach the moon, WikiBear?
It took just 4 days for Apollo 11 to reach the moon.
He's exactly right. I knew that one.
That's much less time than it took the Donner Party to travel from Missouri to California. But unlike the Donner Party, those astronauts didn't resort to cannibalism. I'm WikiBear.
Yeah, no one wants to hear about the Donner Party, okay?
One member of the party went so mad from hunger he ripped off his clothes and ran screaming into the woods. He was the first one eaten.
Okay.
What a bizarre and easily preventable tragedy, yay!
Let's try something kid-friendly. How many people visit Disneyland each year?
Mickey Mouse greets almost 16 million visitors a year.
You can't do anything with that, right? That's a lot of people.
Yes, but that's a drop in the bucket compared to the 200 million people who were killed by the bubonic plague.
Oh, for God's sake. Why are you bringing up the plague? I talked about Mickey Mouse.
Well, the plague was spread by rats, Mickey Mouse's cousins. But here's one question Wikipedia can't answer. What kind of god would allow that to happen?
Okay, all right. I am really sorry. I'm sorry. None of this is appropriate for children, WikiBear.
You can't silence the truth.
Okay.
From the volcano of Valaku to the leech-ridden swamps of Agadim, cast off all your inhibition. At the only casino in all Dominaria, experience the pinnacle of personal pleasure. Venture boldly at Rakdos Casino, and may all your underworld dreams come true. Rakdos Casino, the place for premium pleasures.
And we are back, facing the very talented deck designer T-Core2, showing us something new. So if my deck sucks, his might not. Stream muted. Thank you for that, T-Core. I guess you're going to hear that later. Yeah, I guess we'll keep this. Probably lead off with a Baron Moore. We're playing a kind of a Metalcraft Bleak Colovan Vampire build, a Rakdos sort of vibe. So let's see how it goes. Yeah, different deck every time. We're just keeping it super variety, baby. Unless y'all don't think so. Guardian Idol, great card, man. This thing was like $6 and then it went to like 5 cents. Good times. We'll play this. I love me some Black Coven. Got the new chittering art. All right. Let's see. Ooh. How cool is this already? Goblin Electromancer. Sorry for the sound effects. You know, we had a game night the other night, and my wife was like, you really got to cool it with your sound effects. And I was like, I was making sound effects? I didn't even know. I know my kids do it too, and it's just one of those things. Yeah, but yeah, my oldest girlfriend's father got quite a kick out of it. Just every other movement went gets pretty ridiculous. And if nobody shows up in a minute or two on the next round, little fight, feel free to challenge again. It would be awesome if it was a different opponent every time, but if not, it's better than having the show drag. So, plus I know you want your revenge, baby. You say Coven makes me think of ridiculous American movie. Oh yeah, sorry. Don't look to me for pronunciations or spellings. It's a bad thing. All right, I think that's kind of the. That's one of the main points of the deck there. Let's see if we can't get rid of it. I don't know about this synergy here. It's not hurting us that bad. I just feel like something wicked's about to show up. Let's get rid of it. All right. Oh, don't do that, little fight, because it does this weird black screen thing, and it actually affects the feed. Uh-oh, I'm regretting that already. Let's see, if we could drop a ancient. Nope, we didn't get it. Now I'm regretting that move, aren't I? Well, let's at least stultify the draw. The delay's not too bad, I wouldn't think. Maybe like 5-10 seconds. No biggie. Plus, lets me go over the deck list and stuff, and then by the time I get to about the sideboard, probably be a good time to warrant the challenge. Ooh, we Dragonauts. Yeah, T-Core made a build with, notice this is a fairy. He made a really cool build a while back with, it was, Is It Fairies? It was pretty cool, but not like the ones you see in the tournament roundup. It used those, and it's pretty nice. All right, we got 1, 2, 3. Isn't that what this requires? 3 or more. Yeehaw! All right, well, I think I'm going to get rid of the bully on the block. And I'm going to go like this. And we'll just pass the turn here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Guardian Idol was really up to 5 tickets. Oh, it was before this version came out. And the funny thing is, this one has better artwork. The other one was kind of just C-. But boy, if you wanted one, it was up there. Then after the drafts started happening, everybody started gathering around. So quite the colorful deck there, T-Core 2. I wish everybody had the same name on and off. I'm not helping things. I'm like Pauperganda on Twitch, but it's always Deluxekoff playing. Initially, we were going to try for Litterfight to do like every other show too, but believe it or not, even though I'm usually the one that's technically challenged, it was him. So I think we're walking into an exclude here. Well, only one way to find out. Let's rock this. I'm predicting exclude. Nope, just a good old counterspell. All right. If we get another land, maybe we'll be able to bait him out with the Galvanic Blast, because I don't think the wee Dragonauts are going to be doing any heavy lifting outside of maybe 3, maybe 5 damage. We'll see. I'm technically, I get really lucky when I trade for cards. I tend to buy them really low, and then they get high, and I don't even know about them. The one that so far that I've had an issue with, I was really into Blackthorn when it came out, and I think I paid like 3 ticks each, and I think the last time I looked, they were like under $1 or something. I was like, wow. Not that I mind there. I don't know. That's a pretty cool looking face. I'd like to have emerald green eyes. I've got hazel eyes, but that's about where the comparison stops. Well, let's see if we can't just shut the door on this technology. I think I'm going to tap the more and cycle it. See what we get before I return it with Rakdos Colnarium. What a gentleman T-Core 2 is, letting us know he's muting the stream. Very nice, very nice. I don't like your taste in counterspells. I love Egypt. I love artifacts. I hate when the two go together. Devious Cover-Up shows up. Bam! What's he going to put back? This is the new spell. Counters a spell. Exile. And boy, was Malove Bow right. I think that's one of the only playable cards in the new set. And it is awesome. I'm going to play this first. We'll return this. Then we'll use the same mana to cycle it. Go get us something. Well, alright. Let's hurt ourselves. Ooh, Predatory Night Stalker. How many of you are reading this right now? When Predatory Night Stalkers enter the battlefield, you may have target opponent sacrifice a creature. Sorry for the sound effect. Alright. Pretty even games so far. Thank goodness that those spells don't go into their hand. They just go back into the library. So, not the creepy fingernail guy. Oh, I didn't even notice that. Creepy fingernail guy. I'm not sure I get that. Is there different artwork for it? He's pretty bony. I'll give him that. All right. We Dragonaut staying back. I think he's a little more counteractive than proactive. We'll see what happens. It's probably the best time to play it now. We can at least target opponent sacrifice a creature. Oh, I didn't know that. Fun 18. Nice to see that. I don't know if you'd call it tech, but it's getting there. And how cool is this? Devious Cover-Up goes and grabs another copy of itself, so he's got 2 ways to win now. And we'll hope he doesn't block. Just kidding. Well, let's block. I'm running him out of counter spells. Those Cloven Vampires are going to get us back in it, baby. Unless he's got mutagenic growth here. I think we're going to be even on the critter count. And we got our critters here. Don't forget, we can pay 2 and make these guys start attacking. But against red mages, not so sure that's a good idea. Here we go. Aha! The Dragonauts are back. A lot of things will be back, including Devious Cover-Up. Signet shows up. I could do that. Pay 1 for that. That'll be 4. Then 5. I like that play. Let me do this. We'll do this. This. And this. Bring out the Cloven Vampire. Whambo. And all of a sudden, we're in the lead. That's kind of a... 4-3 is nothing to mess around about. Wanted to sneak that out. Might be able to, well, let's see. We've got Edict Insurance now. 2, 4, 6, 7. Yep, we just, 8 actually with Rakdos. This is a pretty cool little goblet. I don't know, pedestal, torture chamber, made of bone and boiled in blood. A Rakdos signet is not considered finished until it has been used as a murder weapon. Yowza. Gruesome. Perfect for Halloween. Woohoo. Pauper version of Siege Rhino. Good call. Radical idea. Jumpstart. I've had a few of those in my day. I wish they had Jumpstart. Only tend to have one, and then you wait a few years. That'd be a terrible mechanic. Coming over for 5. Bleak Coven Vampires. Nice way to keep our life in the healthy range, negating this attack, except for 1. I like it. He's down to 1 again. So, let's see. This is this gets us that. So that's 3, 4, 5. So let's I think Edict might be better here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, we'll do this. In case I'm just doing that in case he has Dispel or something like that. It's very rare someone's going to have Envelop. All right, we'll eat your life and attack. Now we've got a bit of backup. We've got Terminate, which I hate, but it's a nice answer if you can't run Scred. And our lands are busy becoming artifacts and such. Different deck, all 5 rounds, baby. That's what this is all about. Well, we just attack here. I think we obviously lead with Terminate. I mean, we can turn these guys into stuff. But I'd rather, actually, I got more red in our hand. So let's do this. Go for a Terminate play. See if a counterspell shows up. And indeed, is it the Egyptian counterspell? Radical idea. For 1 mana. Does Radical Idea draw you a card or something? He's quitting, so, you know, we could just finish him with Burn there, or we could turn these guys into attackers, so that felt pretty good. He's probably got the Mana Monkey and such. Let me see here. There's a lot of blue. I'm going to bring in all the Power Blasts. And the rest will be good. What to lose? He's got some flyers, so I'm going to lose 1 Thorn. I like these guys a lot. Flurry of the Horns, I'm going to cut one of those. Guardian Idol's nice. This is relevant. These are all good. Firebolt felt a little... We got to lose 4 cards. What do you guys vote here? I'm thinking Flurry of the Horns. I'm going to cut 2 of those. Now I need to lose maybe 1 Night's Whisper, maybe 1 Idol. What are you thinking? Let me know. This is what I'm going for here. And apologies, I didn't look over the land artwork on my end, so there might be some that are unmatching and stuff. Luxa River Shrine. Good against Burn. Somebody playing a Blackthorn variant with that. It was pretty sweet. I got it to work once or twice. I don't think I ever 5-0'd with it though. Oh, let me write this down. This is your control. Whatever it is, it's fun. All right, so no. I mean, we could bring in relics, but I think he's probably only running 2 of those not retracing, that's the wrong word, recurring counter spells. That's fine by me. All right. Well, mana's a little clunky, but it's there. It's just nice to see new cards, isn't it? This guy looks cool. We got the new rats. These guys are terrifying. Imagine seeing those guys just running at you at full speed. We'll keep this. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Taking a part out of your Friday and hanging out, doing the Pauper thing. Always appreciated to have. I was telling one of my buddies, he's like, how many of them have you met? And I'm like, well, none except for a little fight. But it's like I know all of you. It's pretty cool. I mean, we've got quite a nice little steady, what would you call it? Fan base? I don't know. Just group hangout, whatever. It's just cool. I got a weird feeling if I ever did like a road trip or something, I could just go out and hit the ground running if we went out to dinner or lunch, whatever. It'll happen someday. It's only 5 to 6 now. Edict on a stick. Yeah, when it works. All right. Well, what to pitch? Ugh. I'm just going to play this. Return this. Yeah, well, we've got Chittering next. We've got Read the Bones next. And this is our accelerant. These guys keep us in it. I actually think we lose Night Stalker here. Anybody vote? You better do it quick because I'm going to drop Night Stalker. All right. They should have given Night Stalker Swamp Walk. I mean, look what he's doing. He's walking in a swamp. This cool little mass kill going on. All right. A Piston Fist Cyclops. First time we've had that played against me. Defender. As long as you cast an instant or sorcery spell this turn, it can attack as though it didn't have Defender. Very colorful, T-Core. Liking the colors. But I don't think it's going to live very long. Yeah, I'm thinking we bolt that and drop this and pass the turn. Full of possibilities, yes. That's what happens to a lot of cards. I mean, look what Nichols did with the provoke mechanic. All of a sudden, it started showing up in a bunch of decks after that. I still love me some white nickel, but boy, I just can't seem to. I've got to with Boros Bully. I have to draw horribly, and my opponent has to have the nuts. That's like when I reviewed the last couple games. That's when it loses. It's easily the best deck I've made. Man, I apologize, T-Core. We're getting a little lucky here. Very out of the norm of Pauperganda Twitch outings. We'll rock this, play this and this, and rock here. Now next turn we can at least read the bones and hopefully things go well. Ban Islands. I actually think they should get rid of Ghostly Flicker. I really do. I think if you follow on Facebook, I had, what was it? I had 3 relics out. I had just tripped one, and I could respond 2 with the other one, and I still got beat by the Mnemonic Wall combo. And that was with those, they were out and active, and it's like, dang. Oh boy, I've had days like this. Now, we're very likely to draw a land. So likely, in fact, I'm going to try to. I'm just going to read the bones here. We haven't drawn a land in a while. Please don't be a tap land. I'm going to throw this on the bottom. Give us a land. There we go. We'll rock this for here. Then we'll start attacking. Outside of the Flurry of the Horns, I kind of like this build. Pretty cool. Flicker is Cancer. Yeah, and then there was that one that was spoiled. What was that in Masters Edition? I forget what it does. It's 2 and a blue, and it kind of untaps 4 lands or something. I'm kind of surprised it hasn't seen play. Again, T-Core, I am sorry. We usually don't draw this deluxe. Let's see, 2, 3, that's 5. Or I could just roast that thing. Let me roast it. Reason being, just clear the way, and then I can turn on the idol with the extra mana. It is nice having an edict-proof creature that can just start shocking people. I love the concept of a Guardian Idol. There was that Turtle Idol, the 3/3 out of, I think it was it wasn't Mirage. It was the one with the crystals for their expansion set. I forget what it was called. But boy, I made a pretty cool deck out of that back in the day when I used to play Standard at the local game shops. We seem to have the answer for everything. He's probably sitting on counter spells, but the problem with counterspell decks, when you get back on your heels, well, it's like the Conor McGregor fight. There's not much place for you to go. You just keep taking lumps. And boy, was I wrong about that. Khabib just mauled that guy. Which I wasn't surprised at. I really had a weird feeling Conor was going to sleep him. 2, 3, 4, 5. While we can. Let's bring this down. Eat some life. It's almost like the vampires have haste and lifelink that first time out. So, very cool. Well, the standard way I play Pauper, of course. Wink, wink. But yeah, the Boros Bully against elves, you just have to answer Spider Soak. You have to have an answer. You can usually wiggle out of scatter shots, or sometimes you just go on the ground or gain life in the meantime, but when those things hit and stick, it's over, baby. All right. Tempted to run the other one. Let's try and keep the ground clear. Kind of dispel. Hydro. All right. Nice. We had one more source. 1, 2, 3, 4 we've got. Well, I guess we're just going to have to keep it to this. Keep his drawing to a minimum here. And I'll attack. We're in the aggro here. I don't think he'll block, but he might. Maybe he's got Lava Dart. Well, no, that'd have to be in the graveyard for that to trigger. And I don't think it triggers on defense, does it? I haven't seen this card in so long. Yeah, it's just an offensive boost, so gotta love Galvanic. Yeah, you think the way we're drawing Galvanic Blast, you'd think we're on an affinity. So, man, I'm just wish I could do this in tournaments. 2-0, 2-0. Looks like we're on another way to another 2-0. Not that it really matters. It's another option too. I think if we went like this with the decks, like if I played this first round, and might be easily 0-3. It's just the way things happen. Sometimes you're afraid of Dimir in a 5-round tournament, and that's all you see, like 4 out of 5 rounds, and it's like, are you kidding me? It just gets crazy. All right, knowing our opponent is waiting to counter stuff, we're just going to attack. And we'll keep our blasts for the reactionary spells. Yeah, I am done with Port for a long time. I'm taking another gigantic break starting last week. It's the worst thing about being so aimless with unemployment. It's like, every day feels kind of like the weekend. Before you know it, you've had a few glasses, and you did yesterday too. So it's like, big time detox coming up. Yep. I did 100 days last time. I think I'm going to do about 200 this time. And then some. All right. What's going on, Decor? We got you pegged. I'm surprised that Guardian Idol lived. I have never been so mana screwed in this deck. Well, it is Twitch after all. It probably thinks you're me. And so, thus, this is happening. Not really, Mike, man. I've got all my feelers out, and I've kind of exhausted all my possibilities. So that's why it's kind of feeling a little grim, where it's like, geez, something break. What's going down? All right. Well, he's only got one point of red contention there. I mean, blue, I should say. I'm going to... Oh, is he... Oh, alrighty. Okay, well, you know what? I'm fine, and I'm going to roll another commercial, though, because I really need some more water. And anybody out there want to challenge up? I'll see you in about 4 or 5 minutes. Whoop.
Hello, I'm Wiki Bear. What's your name?
Conan O'Brien.
Conan Christopher O'Brien, American talk show host who once made an uncredited cameo appearance in an episode of How I Met Your Mother?
Wow. Yeah, that's a kind of an unknown fact. I'm surprised you knew that.
I can answer any question you have. I'm Wiki Bear.
Okay. All right, here's a question. What children's character has a cat named Custard and a horse named Honey Pie?
Checking now. The answer is Strawberry Shortcake, who actually started out as a greeting card illustration in 1977. Yay!
Wow. I didn't know that. That's very interesting.
You know what's even sweeter than Strawberry Shortcake? The Boston Molasses disaster of 1919. When an exploding storage tank caused 2 million gallons of sweet, sticky molasses to flood the streets and kill more than 20 people and their horses. Giddy up!
Yes, I am aware that did happen. That was a terrible tragedy, but I don't think kids want to hear about that.
Many people tried to flee but became ensnared in the molasses and drowned.
Yeah,
Glug, glug.
I don't think that's something kids want to hear about.
Imagine gasping for air only to have your lungs fill up with thick, sugary syrup. Yum, yum.
No, not yum, yum.
What a sweet, sweet death.
No. Okay, let's change the subject, Wiki Bear, okay, to something really nice and happy. Who wrote the famous children's book, Goodnight Moon?
Margaret Wise Brown wrote Goodnight Moon in 1947. In this classic bedtime story, a little bunny says goodnight to everything he sees in his bedroom. Yay!
Okay, that is absolutely right. My kids love that book.
Conan, you know who didn't have a good night? The late R&B singer Johnny Ace, who back in 1954 accidentally shot himself in the face with his own gun. Kablammy!
Okay, I didn't know about that. No, I didn't.
One witness said Johnny was drunk and playing with his pistol. His last words were, "Gun's not loaded, see?" But the only thing Johnny's friends saw were his brains exiting his skull. I'm Wiki Bear.
Okay, no. I don't want to hear. That's not a good.
Boom. I've heard of an ace in the hole, but this was a real hole in the ace.
Oh no! No.
That's wordplay. Deal with it.
Okay. No ad-libbing, Wiki Bear. Look, we really need to find a subject that's more suitable for children, and I think I've got just the one. What well-respected actor and star of films like The Notebook used to be part of the Mickey Mouse Club?
That's easy. Ryan Gosling. In just a few years, he went from Disney cutie pie to handsome Hollywood heartthrob. Swoon.
Okay, absolutely correct. Thank you, Wiki Bear.
And speaking of throbbing hearts, did you know the ancient Aztecs performed human sacrifices by ripping out the still-beating hearts of their victims? Ay caramba.
Okay, yeah, again, let's not talk about that. That's something kids
During the reconsecration of their Great Pyramid in 1487, up to 80,000 people were sacrificed in just 4 days. Talk about a can-do spirit. Hats off and hearts out to them.
Okay, don't say hearts out. That's ridiculous. No, that's good. We're good, Wiki Bear.
Too bad all those human sacrifices couldn't save their civilization from smallpox. So remember, kids, nothing you do matters because God isn't listening.
Okay,
Yay!
that's quiet.
And we're back. Don't worry about that T-Core. It happens to me plenty. I've been there many a times. Yeah, if you watch the replay, it was like, oh boy, I was apologizing to you because it just kept coming and coming. But the removal was there from the beginning. Yeah, I want to play first. So now we're playing this Relentless Rats build. And hopefully we can do something with it. We'll keep it. It's pretty redundant. And our opponent, thank you for taking your stream off. I appreciate it. Not that I'd lose money if you throttled us, but yeah. Yeah, we got one more round after this, or maybe two. Screw it. It doesn't have to be 5 just because we usually play tournaments. Don't mean nothing. All right, let's go. Yeah. Oh, here's the old school ritual. Yeah. Spooky, gritty, good times. Doing this because we got the Unearth. Got the Sign in Blood, turn 2 play. All right, let's see. Just trying to play 5 different Halloween-themed decks. Halloween usually meaning swamps are included. So we'll see. Hip wooden top. You guys liking this? Every once in a while, want to do this more often, or just keep it to a once a year thing or whatnot? But I'm having a lot of fun. It's really mixing it up. It'll be kind of neat. I'm voting for it. It's nice. But is anybody like, oh, I want to see a tournament? I mean, 99% of the time, that's what we do. All right. Well, let's go grab some stuff. Twice a month, says Little Fight. I like being able to participate in the matches. That's a good point. I'm glad I did that. All right. Hopefully this guy gets nice and big. And I apologize. I don't have exact matching art for all the rats. I had a bunch of them, and then I liked the artwork of another one, and I started collecting them. But lo and behold, they were a little bit more money. So, yeah. Do this once a month. All right. First Friday every month. Once a month. That seems to get the vote. Anybody don't feel like pushing you out. I mean, if you don't like it, chime in too. Here we go. It's about to get huge. Hopefully he's not on Turbo Fog. He's got the mana already for it, and we would be a dead dog against that. These guys can... Oh, man. Good call. Boing. We get snagged. Now, if we get another land, it'll feel good, because then if they counter it, we can just unearth it, and we're, as I love to say, off to the foot races. I have to change it up a little bit. Yeah, I guess that's true. If we do this like once a month, and it kind of gets people, maybe you brew on the side, and you're like, I want to show them this brew, and blah, 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 and then we'll go up against kind of random decks and go from there. So, yeah, we'll see. Good evening. What have I missed? Oh, it's, Ever Are You Hate? Good to see you. Thanks for chiming in. I think the chat will get you caught up. We're playing 5 completely random decks today, and open to challenges, just in the tourney practice room, kind of a laissez-faire day. 2, 3. We'll bring out this guy, big surprise. We'll attack for 3 and hope we get there. What is the link to the Facebook tourney? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Oh, with the picture of my opponent at 0 seconds left. I'm not quite sure. Oh, by the way, Fun 18's in the house, and I did that little promo thanking him, and I think Hexen Rouge was another one who donated. If you, I know it's kind of hard to do that, and so Odin, from the guy that made the Bonesplitter, Odin Makes, he recommended this thing called Buy Me a Coffee, and if any of you feel so obliged, it's like a one-time thing. Couple bucks, or you can set it up just like Patreon without all the hassle of, if you're really hardcore in a Pauperganda and want to really overdo it, you can set it to be like a monthly TikTok thing. But I think if you just, I don't have the link right now, but if you just Google Buy Me a Coffee, all one word, and Pauperganda, that's me. So any love appreciated, and if not, like I said, no biggie. This is what Pauper's all about, not making funds and stuff, but enough of you have chimed in saying you want to do that kind of stuff. I'm trying to just find avenues that make it easier. And he said that's like, he has Patreon and he has Buy Me a Coffee, and that was like the one he likes the most. So that's why I'm going with it. All right. So our removal is pretty useless here, as is the plan. 2, 3. Want to play these rats first. Bring this dude out here and attack for 8. Whop, whop, whop. Yeah, maybe if you find it, Shirazamon or something, I apologize. I should have sent that to you before the show. I can link it in the chat if it needs, make it a little easier for people. But if not, no biggie. Yeah, it's just kind of a cool little concept. Just a bit of money, just very Pauper-esque. Not like, give me all this money every month. It's like, nope, here's enough for a coffee. Yeah, I should have had that ready. Apologies, folks. See, I'm not worth much. All right, well, he's definitely got Threshold. Or she. Can't tell by the names. Monikers don't give it away anymore. Oh man, any chance it's a recurring thing? Yeah, you can set it up to be a like once a month sort of crap, but careful of that stuff. Don't want to look away. I don't want anybody regretting that sort of funding and such. All right, well, this is getting fun. Watang! Man, I wish some of our guys had first strike. Hurrah! Attack for 15. Problem here, he has to double block. Or she. You just die when that goes down. Let's see. Yeah, I'll take that dude out. Then we can kill the werebear. Oh! What just happened? Okay, good. It's like, no way, they rage quit. Alright, here we are. We saw, I think edicts are going to be a little bit better. Definitely better than disfigures. I'm going to take out all our disfigures. Tragic slip seemed pretty good against like the werebear, so I'm going to keep that in. We got distress. We got shrivel. Don't want to go overboard. I'll bring in one distress. So this deck, this kind of works out because usually I go over the decks, but all basics here. We got 19 lands, 4 dark rituals. So like I said, you just don't want to miss a drop. 4 slips, 4 unearths, 4 sign in blood. We got distress, 3 edicts. Now that we've sideboarded, all the rest rats, and then Grey Merchant of Asphodel drops it up. So thank you for that. All right, hey Shrazman, bringing it up. Great, good times. PayPal, there were certain issues with that too, and I don't want to get into it right now. That was just the easiest way to roll, and you don't even have to be a member. You can just blink, set it to go. All right, here we are. Yeah, it's the rat version. When it works, it is. I got steamrolled by a similar deck like this about a year ago, and I was like, for about a weekend, I'm like, oh yeah, and I just couldn't make it go down. So. No, I hear you, T-Core. I know that deck's got... I could see it working and smashing this deck, or, you know, if it's one of those things like I've got A, B, C, D, and E, and if I played E against A, I, probably would have lost bad or whatever. I just think I'm getting the luck of the draw here. Yeah, we can't keep this. Mulligan. Come on. Oh, gosh. This feels like we're playing for money, doesn't it? You go from one lander to all land in a ritual. Yeah, we're going to mulligan that. All right, we'll keep this. Throw this on top and hope we do more things than this. So, talking about my white weenie. Oh, I apologize. Alrighty, so much life gain. Have you thought about survival cash instead of revitalize? I'm gonna just lay that one down unless somebody at Pauperganda's me, because I think you guys have got some side conversation going on and I can't chime in without reading a bunch and slowing everything down. Okay. Oh, I love Sign in Blood. These crappy hands, and you can do something with them. This swamp is about as October as it gets. Got a little orange tint to it. I love it. Ponder in the house. Yeah, so since my Boros Bully, since I put in 2 Aura Fractures, I haven't lost to Elves all in tournament. I'm 4-0 since I put in 2. Most of them are 2-0s. They're very close. 2-0 makes it sound like I'm running over them. It's just, I'm like at 1 life, or the next swing they would win. But, yeah, it's kind of like Sky Elves, if you want to imagine why it wins if you're new to the deck. So, Survival Cash, I love that card. I was trying to make that work for so long. Well, so long. A weekend. I exaggerate. All right. Mana's right. Let's start chomping out some fools. I'm sure they're going to get bounced. Yeah, the Great Pumpkin. I was trying to find a Scooby-Doo clip for the top of the show. I might do that next week, where the guy goes, and I would have gotten away with it too if it wasn't for, and then Pauperganda. Thought that might be a cool way to intro it. All right. Pretty sure we're going to eat Counterspell here, or bounce. We'll be able to take care of something. Tragic Slip's really tempting here, but we're just going to drop the rat, get our theme on. After that double mulligan, I'm just happy to have stuff. This is great. Nope. Rune Snag's very underplayed, I think. Counter spell unless you pay 2 for each one named Rune Snag. After the second one, it gets a lot better than Mana Leak, which sees a lot of play too. My favorite Scooby-Doo episodes were the Atom Family team-ups, says Mike Mann. Yeah. Triplicants, boy, that's all in, man. I can't go there just for those. I don't know. Triplicants always feels like a win more. But if you're running like Lumathread's main, a little bit more mana than you're supposed to run, Sens, I could see it. I know I played it for a while there, but it's just a few too many hands. You're looking at it, and it's like, next. Ooh, okay. I really want another swamp. Noticing a theme here? That seems to be the card we always want to draw. Yeah, let's drop this. If he lets it through, we'll try this, and if not, we can double Unearth. Slow motion. Yeah, it came up last week, I think, or the week before. Not quite sure. Counterspell. I got your counterspell right here. Boink. Doink. Whoosh. Here we go. Time to get bounced. I got a fever. The only cure. I'm all relentless rats. Do me a favor. Christopher Walken, quite the dancer. My buddy Casey Green. His mom used to be his dance partner. And weird fact about Christopher Walken, he only eats one meal a day, and it's usually spaghetti at about 1 in the afternoon. And he's done that forever. Not sure why I brought that up. Seemed relevant. Okay. Yeah, we're going to eat a snag here, but problem is we already saw snag. If he snags one of these, we're going to lose one of our rats. I can't play safe here. I got to... Don't boing us. Yeah, well, it's a lot of that partial fasting tricks people have. Or yep, that's a good play. We're getting 2 for 1 here. Good news, if we draw a swamp and it happens next time, we'll actually be able to kill something with Tragic Slip. Yeah, they're saying that with a lot of those people that are eating all meat and having all these wonderful results, it's actually because you become so satiated that you're getting the benefits of partial fasting, and that's why all these health benefits start, emerging, and they think it's because of the meat. It's like, well, no, it's because you're not stuffing food in your face 24/7. Looks like we might take our first loss of the day. We're going to draw a swamp. This ain't good. We're getting chewed up. Probably going to eat a counterspell here. No? Alright. I can't actively want to trade with these. At this stage, we're in deep trouble, especially if he bounces anything. Looks like we're going to lose our first game of the day. Nice problem to have. Wish it happened when we were playing tournaments, but what you going to do? Too much randomness today. We're just rolling 6s most of the time. Alright. Here they come. Just to stay alive, I got to kill some stuff. I'm not quite sure what we can even draw here. Block one of them. Take 6. At least try to resemble some sort of chance. Swamp, please. Please give us a swamp. Oh, that shuts the door, doesn't it? We had 4 Tragic Slips, 10 mana. Well done, Hipwood and Top. For the win. There's our swamp when we want it. Not enough. Off to game 3. About time I write down an L. Been getting really lucky. Picking the right matchups randomly. Okay, what did that teach me? Not very much. This figure might be good. More so than a distress. And not much death happening here. I'll lose one of these. We'll bring in that, and I'll keep the Unearth. There's a lot of stuff getting countered. Woulda, shoulda, coulda, homie. That's right. Yeah, I've seen main deck Electrickeries a lot. Helps when you have 4 main deck Prismatic Strands. Alright. There's a variety of Halloween decks designed by me and you guys. A little mix of all things we will keep. The last deck up is next, and it'll be Little Fight's Vampire Madness design. So don't go hating on it. Bring what you would bring normally and see how you do. Ugh. That's not enough, T-Core. For me, I gotta run 4. I got to be able to just cast it willy-nilly for those main deck electrickeries and so many scenarios. It's like pretty hard to name a deck that doesn't want to kill you that way. I'm going to cycle this now. Just try to grab a land. All right, that's good enough. Looks like we're both a little... Nope, not hurting for mana there. I'll open up the yards here. Sorry about that. Lost Boys. Nice. Well, let's attempt to Dark Ritual. Pull this. If it gets countered, we got the Unearth for it. But boy, where's our swamps? I think, what does this run? 20 or 19 and 4 rituals? It's playing like it doesn't run any. Nope. Brings counterspell decks to a Halloween festival. What's going on? What's your agenda? You betcha, Hex and Rouge. Just, yeah, after once this one, this is the third and final, so don't challenge now, but when it's about 10 seconds away, feel free to. I've got a date with Dark Souls 3 this evening. House all to myself and a case of Monster. Trying to stay up in the middle of the night. I couldn't sleep worth a wink if I had a bunch of that. Good grief, where is our mana? I'm just going to do this now. Maybe he's going to snag himself. Now we're paying for those good luck draws. Just some mana, please. All right, here we are. Yeah, that's a good point. If your deck is online or visible link, that would be cool to have a little link to it so people could see what the lists are up against. I'm really surprised. I'm gonna have to get my kids an ice cream or something because they recommended this at the dinner table, and typical of Old Man Deluxe. I'm just like, what are the kids doing these days? And they recommend it, and it turns out good. And I'm like, dang it, they were right. Normally, I love Halloween so much, and I try to keep it thematic. But then I just, often when you do that, you're playing with like a tier 3 deck, and I just couldn't have another walloping. Even after doing good in the challenge, it's still, I was like, the audience isn't there for it. He's saving his beast. That's okay. All right, mana. That would be really nice if you would show up. Here we are. After 3-4 start, I feel like I'm dying inside. Yeah, I know. Try doing it live. Do it long enough, it'll happen. Especially when you like to play rogue as much as I do. Oh, I should have. Yeah, I've already got like 5 weeks planned of this kind of stuff. So, yeah, we'll have to see when we do these little random get-togethers. So, what about Reanimator? Bring things back. Yeah, I could play that maybe for round 6 if this is going well, and it looks like it is. I feel like got my water here. Well, I got so many commercials to roll to though. Trying to keep it pro level. Oh, I thought you meant the energy drink, not the actual monsters on TV. I was gonna say. And oh my gosh, well, this will probably be met with a rune snag. We're doing pretty good for 2 mana. All right, that's dead. Or not dead, I should say. I meant Chainer's Edict is dead. Ay, come on. 4 mana to our 2. This is terrible. I guess Case of Monsters could mean about 3 different things, right? You could be decorating your house. You could have a bunch of old VHS horror B movies, or you could have the energy drink. Yeah, Reanimator should have been one I included, actually. But it's a pretty good deck. I was trying to pick, like, almost, Halloween and horror go together, and so does B-movie and like kind of tier 2. So trying to play stuff that, not that all of them are that way, but just gotta look. Oh God, it's just this is awful. 1 mana and we're in this one. Unless he's got Echoing Truth, how nasty would that be? Yeah. I'll tell you one thing this deck has. Variety, baby. Look at that. We got cards on the left, we got cards on the right, we got cards in the middle. One's next to that. What more do you want? I'd like something that starts with an S. Ends in a P. Will do it for me. Actually, a Dark Ritual would be cool. We could shove out 2 dudes, but at this point I'm pretty sure they've got some counter magic with all this deck shuffling. I love this style, by the way. Hip wooden top. This is very similar to what I played in the invasion block, with some counter spells, fishing creatures, some shroud critters. Very cool stuff. Ritual. A little late for this. We're just like dead meat. We have to block, and now we can't. And if we had a mana, if we had a mountain, a swamp, and like a tragic slip ready, maybe. But all right. Where are the swamps? No kidding. I think most people that would brew with this run like 17 or 18. I think I have 19 or 20 in this, and it's not enough. We could double block. Yeah, if he does 2 and 2, we're going to be screwed. Well, at least try to get rid of some of the filth. Maybe we'll draw... There's just nothing we can draw here. This is just terrible. Ow! I don't even know if I would have done that. Just played 2-2. Yep, we're dead meat. We're conceding here. Get ready, Hex and Rouge. Good game, hip wooden top. Gotta keep me from a 5-0, even if it's a fake one, don't ya? All right, so while I'm waiting for Hexen to challenge here, I'm going to show you the list. I'll run on over here, and don't you look, Hexen Rouge. This is Litophyte's Vampire Madness deck, equipped with all kinds of creepy crawlies, like these creepy little girls hiding in the mists. Vampiric Fury. Creatures get 2-0, or vampire creatures in first strike. We got Tormenting Voice, Curses, Oblivion's Dragoons. We got Night's Whisper, Deviant Gleave, and shows up in a 1 spot. The Neonate Lightning Axe for the discard. Love, and all kinds of other stuff. You'll see it. Here we go. Hiya! No problem. Hip wooden top. It went well deserved, man. I just wish it was a little bit more competitive and I had drawn a swamp there. But that happens. Would I like to play first? I sure would. We have a Caves. And this is when I really wish this was a Faithless Looting, because I would probably cute this. Thank you for that, Edimon. I think we're going to mulligan this. Need a few more lands in this. Ooh. All red hand and 1 swamp. I'm going to mulligan one more time. Come on, give me 2 mana. All right. Well, I'm going to keep it. Yeah. Oh, thanks for the extra land. Yeah, we don't need it now. Yeah, Jerk Shuffler. All right. Now, Mulligan City. Let's hope it does better. Ugh is right. The only color combination that is a despondent term. Alright. Well, at least we're going to be able to block here. I like any deck with Myr Servitor. Always wanted to make that work. Get you some Trinket Mages and who knows, Life Staffs. I've got about 10 builds of something with that. Ooh. A lot of critters coming our way. So hopefully we get that 4-2 vampire or 4-1, whatever the hell it is. All right. Good times. Yeah, this is... If he throws one in the yard, then I'll start pitching cards to fly, but it's pretty rare that they have it right out of the gate, so... Oh, I love Impact Tremors too, yeah. I had a version of that in Boros Bully for a while. I think one of the very first drafts, but... One of those cards... Boros Bully works because just about everything... It's so funny when I'm playing that and somebody duresses me. It's like, thanks. It's like, it's so rare that duress works. It's just like, you're helping me out. Building a deck that likes to get duressed is pretty cool, especially with all the probes out there now. It's like, ooh, double duty. Thank you. Yay. All right. Man, I got to make a deck called Wiki Bear. Somebody make one. Yowza. Down come the goblins. Dun, dun, dun. Carrion Feeder shows up. Oh, all of a sudden we're at 16. How'd this happen? Big combo deck uses it, and it's kind of playable in Modern. Very nice, very nice. Ooh, hoo, hoo. All right, well, we got a little bit of an out here, except I don't think it's worth the flying boost here. But I do want to attack because I want to encourage him to come at me. So I can turn this dude on. This might be close. Let's attack. I'm going like that. What is Modern? He's going to roll with 2. That's a good scenario. I want to end of turn the vampire there just so I can maybe keep up, depending on what his hand is here. If he's got like an artifact land and another Kodotha Rebirth, we're being deep shit. Sorry for the profanity. I usually don't slip. In case there's any kids watching. I didn't say that. Ooh, all in with this token strategy. Very nice. Hissing Ignar. You may have... Oh, hey, check out this tech. I don't know if you follow me on Facebook, but the... there's a Scourging Devil that has Unearth, and I almost played it in Boros Bully, but in the end it was like, it's got to be a white creature. It's a very close card, but if you're looking for a very cool effect and you want to just discard cards with Faithless Looting, don't overlook that card. It's actually pretty darn good. Opponent's tapped out. Here we are. Make sure he doesn't drop another land. And... Instant Vampire. Cast with Madness. Are you mad? Okay. Well, neither of these draw cards. Let me just turn this on now. Might be relevant. Sooner the better. I'd really like to kill that, so if he blocks it, I'm not too worried. If he blocks either of them. Because this says vampire creatures, and these are both vampires. Let's go! I'll probably block here, if he blocks it all. Ooh, that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... I do it now. Let's make him a little frightful here. Zap. Fun, fun, fun. I missed part of the show. Punting online every day and brushing my dog's teeth. Oh, pudding online. Is Edamame a Pauper Knight? I'm not sure. Is he talking all caps? We'll see. This deck is a bloody mess. All right. Well, we've got a 7-2. That feels pretty cool. Actually, it's a 5-2 after this turn. At least that made it a wee bit competitive. Maybe I'll encourage him to keep something back and not hit us so hard. All right. It's on theme, that's for sure. Feels pretty bloody. Little fight. Why no Faithless Looting, though? It seems like it would really scream in this deck. Ouch. Damn, watch this. Trample this up. Dunk, 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 dunk. Talk about going getting you some. These 3 are going to, hit for 1, 2, 3. And then the Iguanar. Oh, and it dies. I see. I thought it was something to do with the token. Whenever another creature dies, you may... Oh, yeah, he's just going to... He can just kill us with that. He doesn't even have to attack. That's pretty cool. Very cool. Lost. That was... what was last round against? That was UG. That's right. And this is... I'll just say Rakdos. Pretty nice variety. Stompy, Goggles, UR Control, UG sort of tempo, and then a Rakdos build to finish things off. Alrighty. Dead meat. Wow. Splat. Well, they were under 10. And remember, we double mulligan, so hopefully that's just a one-time thing and not a structural flaw. We'll see. Okay. I'm liking Lithophite. Forgive me. I know you had the vampire in that spot, but I like the enchantment because they can't mess with it against decks that run it. So, and I know you like the curse. That's the only change I made to your list. These used to be the vampires that do the same thing, but I chose the enchantment. So I'm going to bring in all 3 of these. Not much else going to work here. Shaman's a bit of a reach. I guess early block. Yeah, let's bring in the Shaman. That'll be fun. I'm going to lose the Deviant Glee. 1 Scrabbler. It's a nice blocker. I'm going to lose all the curses. Try to stay aggro here. Got ways of chewing stuff up. Fuel. Punish them for ditching them. And Trespasser's Curse to gain us a life. But you can run 4. Alright. Hopefully this does enough. Let's go with this. Yeah. So yeah, it's only 2. We're only 2 hours in, so I'll play one more after this, making it 6 rounds, and so it's not over. Anybody have any requests for me to play anything? It doesn't have to be Halloween themed, I guess. Would you like to play first? Yeah, I want to try to win first. Pretty good hand, much better than we had. Let's keep this. Mike Man, adios. Thank you for joining us, my friend. I'll hit this up and play here. No, I haven't doctored the deck because our lands don't match. Bleh. I like how Pauper can play overpowered cards, so you don't get to enjoy in a lot of other formats. So I play Pauper a lot. Exactly. All right. Oh, excuse me. I don't really have much of anything here. Let me cycle this now and see what we get. Is another red? Nope. All right. We got stuff to do next turn, just not this turn. Kind of looking for another mountain there. Seems like that deck, if it doesn't have it, T-Core 2 could use mutagenic growth. Most decks relying on creature, they overlook that one. If you make room for it, though, it can win you some games, keep your combos alive. Most people only have 4 pieces of removal, and it's a 1-for-1 at any time. It's like a mental misstep in Modern. I can't get enough of it. Alright, we got to turn on our discard here. Fire up the hounds! At least it's lightning bolt proof with our neonate. Oh, that'll be cool to have you there. Whatever you hate, it's a great format. Nothing better. So says I. Huzzah! Oh, there's a lot of it. For just flexibility, it's probably just good old lightning bolt. For overall get anything, it's probably Journey to Nowhere. For overall get anything flexibility, it's probably Oblivion Ring. Sorry, I should have stated the question. What is the best removal in Pauper anyway? Yeah, removal is tricky because sometimes you go up against a creatureless deck, and so that can be a bit of a thing. What's he got? I ain't gonna take this from you, sucker. You're gonna sacrifice it anyway. Yes, Skred eventually can do so much, but let me see. I'm going to discard the Neonate, see if he wants to go all in with a sack bonus here. Nope. Never give your opponent a choice. Does he sacrifice it or not? I'm okay with losing this. That cost him 2-2. Uh-oh. Now we're regretting it. Our Servitor is going to be coming back. But we got the blocker. I'm thinking we block the Carrion Feeder, have him trip stuff, and then we bolt it, depending on the timing of it. So, yeah, Scred's great if you got a bunch of snow-covered permanents, but it doesn't hit people's face. Firebolt's another really good one. You're really able to spread out the damage. Most creatures, once you can do 2, you're fine. All right. Myr Servitor and Impact Tremors with Carrion Feeder. This is sweet. This is true, T-Core, yes. And if you watch Pauperganda long enough, you're bound to see me playing Death Touch creatures with Veridon Longbows slapped on. So, thank you for that, Nichols. Come on, sucker. I'll block you all day. Yep. Problem he's got, though, is if he sacrifices both of them, he's got to have another one in hand for them to be able to kind of turn on. So, block. If he doesn't do anything, we've got the Blood Mad Vampire trick, which would be nice to turn on, but what a bunch of crap. Oh, does he have another creature? Tempted to just play this vampire. Of course, it can't really attack either. The better call here is just to kill this thing. These guys keep coming back. He's got 2 blockers out. I'm going to get rid of the threat. He might be able to play another creature, and then he's out of range. Those servitors are just going to sit back and wait to block. Or kill them, they just keep coming back. I need some way to make this evasive. First strike's nice, but then they come back the next turn. Alright, well, I'm just going to go like this. Take 2 for the team and see what we can get. Another one of these guys. I'm going to throw these both on the bottom. Well, that's cool. At least I can fly over and get stuff. Very cool way to keep Myr Servitors valid, having Impact Tremors out, because it's like you go keep getting yourself some, and bam. This guy, Edamon, should probably be playing Faithless Looting, because, you know, you turn them over, you pitch your Myr Servitors, got one out, keep rolling. So I'm effectively like, I take 2 here, or I take 2 because of the Impact Tremors, so I'm just going to take 2. What effect is that? For me, it's got pretty much everything. It's easily the most balanced. Read the Bones is getting a little tricky now. First order of business, attack. I really want him to come through so that the Broodmad Vampire can actually get its little token there. So I'm going to keep my mana open. I want to be able to bolt some sort of surprise and do the vampire too. That's going to be quite a big swing. Ouch. That one I might have to kill with Lightning Bolt, just so it doesn't kill my Blood Mad Vampire. Check out this artwork. It is some creepy stuff. Love it. But again, just like everybody else, they get the blood a little too bright in the background. Blood's like a black, dark purple in reality. One of my favorite online shows, Dexter, they usually got that right. Let's do this. Pay this. Let's end of turn zap this. Get it out of our way, sucker. We're gonna hurt some fools. Hey, that's pretty cool. I think that was a bit of a mistake on my part. I probably should have read the bones there. We're getting pretty low on life here. I guess I'll do it now. I'm going to feel like a fool if it's that vampire bonus, but I guess I wouldn't have played it there anyway. Never mind. It wasn't a mistake. Don't have burn. Gorilla Shaman. That feels useless. Game 3, if we get there, I don't think I'm going to bring it in. You can't target these guys anyway. This guy's pretty cool. Might encourage him to sit back instead of attack. Who knows? That's your ducking deck. Very nice. Yeah, McGrim was totally fit in Pauper, no problem. And I'm one of the few that think Hymnoturok would fit just fine. You're going to have those broken beginning draws, and then what? The person's going to draw more cards, Muldrifter, and they're back in it. It's a lot like Black Land Destruction. There's going to be times when it's just like, holy crap! But for the most part, this is a fun game. This is a close one. Oh, there's Wrath decks. There's taxing effects. There's fast mana. And yeah, all that's covered. You need to watch some more Pauperganda, my friend. We got it all, as Venzer's Vehicles commercial says. Well, the feeder can't block. Boy, those servitors come back though. I wanna bolt the servitor because the carrion feeder can't block. I'm trying to win. We can hit for 7-8. If he's got just a land there. Yeah, we could do that. A block sack. Anybody want to? Yeah, I guess that's a little valid with the. Now is this at the beginning of your upkeep? If it's on the battlefield. All right. So actually, maybe just a. I'll see what you're trying to do here. I'll take your advice, T-Core. See how far in he's willing to go, and then I'll choose if I want to block one of them or not. Wish we had like a firebolt. Electric, yep. And don't forget Prismatic Strands. If you play that right, that's the best sweeper of all because you do it twice. But it only fits in the right deck. He's letting it go. All right. I'm going to block sack as mentioned. We don't need the swamp. Let's go get some more burn so I can attack. This is down to it. Ready. I hear footsteps in the house. Well, you know what? There's a lot worse things we could have drawn. That'll at least give us one of the life back. And... What to get back? Well, probably just another Dragoon. I should have done this in response to kill some stuff, but I almost don't want their stuff to die, so... Oops. 1, 2. Let's go for Neonate. Why do you say Neonate? Yeah, I guess for the block sack ability. I like another flyer. That might be a little overkill. Yeah, Neonate might win us right now. Yeah, you're right. Thank you for that. Yeah, I want to return it. What kind of question is that? Play it. Discard a card. Draw a card. Be something good. That's not too bad. Definitely seen worse, since we can at least attack. He has to block. I'm going to take one. Yeah, if you've got about 300 spare hours, you can see all of the options if you watch every one of our shows. Wink, wink. A little bit easier to just join us live. Hey, ready. I'll send that out. I think the... Ooh. Oh, he must have... We might have to block with this vampire. Maybe he's got a... What would do it here? Maybe he has a bushwhacker. Hey, maybe he's playing the devil I was explaining earlier. Yeah, I think he's got removal. But the problem is lightning bolt still would kill us even if we do some silly. You know what? We've got it if we just discard and block with both. I'm going to do that. That way lightning bolt doesn't kill us. Oops, sorry. Boom, boom. Here we are. Oh, before I forget, man, I was cracking up so hard. Netflix has a show called Norsemen. It's like, Shirazamon, you got to check it out if you don't know it already. It's like a perfect version of like some of Discworld and Terry Pratchett's stuff. It's very rare that I laugh at things on TV. I don't know. It's just there's only a few things that do it for me. And man, I was laughing so hard. Thought good there. Foul Tongue Shriek comes down, and ooh, we draw 2 cards here. We're gonna take one. If he's got a creature, we're dead. Very nice plays. Foul Tongue Shriek. A lot of people don't know that card. Instant, target opponent loses 1 life for each attacking creature you control, and you gain that much life. And we are dead because of impact trimmers. Very nice, Edamon. Very cool deck. So, what do you guys want me to play? I'll play one more, and then we'll roll to a few spoof commercials, since we take ourselves so seriously here. And roll from there, baby. Yeah, if you're going to lose, that's a good way to lose. Very well done. So officially, if this was a tournament and they allowed random stuff, we'd be 3-2, which is kind of our typical outing for the Pauperganda. Reanimator, you say? Well, let me look at which one. I know I have a few. Let me see. I just played Rakdos, though. Kind of want to feel like something different. Now we got to keep it. Maybe keep it real fast. RDW. I mean, these goblins are in Halloween, right? Or we could go. All right, Little Fights requesting. Let me see. What should we go with here? Hold on, my buddy. Let's go with. I feel like playing Infect. Let me do Infect Deluxe 2. This is the one with the big spells. Is my throat hurting? I got no more goblins. All right. So round it out with the beast. We'll keep this. Beautiful lands. Hard to beat this forest. Very cool. We got infections of every color. Yeah, it's just that we've both played against Rakdos, and I just played against it, and I just had it, so I just kind of trying to keep it a little fresh. When I can control it, I want to. Infect can be pretty scary. These poisonous things. It's a bit of a stretch, but That's how I'm rolling, baby. Yeah. And don't go anywhere after the show. We're going to roll to a few things. Ooh, boy, that's a good card against me. We're going to roll to a few spoof commercials and such, and always a good time. Don't know if I like this play. Alrighty. I'll slow roll this. I could go all in, but we know what we've got here. I'll make the hurting for certain next turn, especially if we draw a forest. Little Fight's a big fan of the Fanatical Firebrand. He loves his monkey pirates, or goblin pirate, whatever you call it. Curses out. Alright. What's he hitting us with? Hitting that? No. We'll take 2 instead. See, I'm patient sometimes. I'm a little with you there, Hods. There's scenarios of both. Might as well play all of them. And away we go. I'm going to put this on the one I don't care too much about. Barring any sort of main deck electrickery or a double Fanatical Firebrand. Will be alright. Scorching Desert. Zapping us in the face. Curses in the house. Oh man, I was really hoping you'd tap out. Alrighty. He's got some blockers out. This only deals damage to the player or planeswalker, so we don't have to worry about our critters. I think we've got this one. We'll just attack. Hoorah! Ichorclaw Myr with a built-in boost. This is such an absurd card at common. Yeah. Let's do this so it lives. And he takes a bunch and his wall gets weak. He's got to kill everything or get 3 blockers out. This is feeling good. Quite the variety today, though, by Stompy, Goggles, UR Control, UG Tempo, Rakdos Miniature Reanimation. I guess you could call it with the Servitors. That was really cool. Now, Little Fight's a little modified burn against a little untypical infect. Typical infect decks kind of run a little low on mana. I run a little bit higher and I play a little bit bigger spells that do more stuff. And I rely on things getting killed. It's all about volume and getting them out there. Attack! We're waiting for electrickery. It's a nice place to be. What do we got here? Filling up the Waterooski. Zap! Off to game 2, I think. Unless he's got some sort of trick. Oh, I'll just do it to do it. Bam! Kick it. Hey, Nichols, good to see you. Thank you, man. Good luck this Sunday. I'm like 90% going to play. My mom's coming to town, but she's coming for a long time, and she understands my passion, so she wants me to play. So unless I get up really late, we'll be all set. All right, so we're going up against Burn. This will be good. Bring this in. It'll also give me a time. I'm going to bring in all of these because there's quite a few artifacts and enchantments, and if there aren't, that's also why I'm playing Tree of Tales, so I can just zap my own lands with Nature's Claim. Destroy target artifact or enchantment. It's control gains 4 life. And such. With Pulse Marasa, we've got Treetop Bracers. They have to have something with flying to block. This card looks goofy. Boy, when you play it, it wins you games. Keeps you out of electrickery damage. It's just good times. Predator Strike for any combat tricks. Larger than life or just bleh, we're trampling all day, all the time. And other than that, let's see. I got to get rid of 5 cards. Good grief. Maybe I overboarded. I'm going to lose 1 Mamba. We'll lose one claim, one groundswell, and a larger than life. I'll lose 2 of those. Predator Strike gets the nod because it's an instant. You can actually save something in combat if it comes up. Really like Corpse Cur. I think 3 is a bit too much outside of Dimir. But with Pulse Marasa, you can start recurring these and it can get pretty nasty. Presence of Gond. Oh, yeah. Presence of Gond. Yeah. I built a version of Rally Gond that Methodical took to many top finishes. I finished in the top 15 a few times with it, but he's cracked the top 8 a lot. So, but it's all the same build. Yeah, whatever you hate, you're going to love Pauperganda if you just type on a deck you like, watch video or not, or just use Google. But they don't keep you as entertained as we do, I hope. Here we are. And if you're wondering why a lot of people type in all caps, like Littlefight is, it's not yelling. It's just when we first started the show, we wanted to be excited about the format. So we were trying to get that going. So it kind of shows who's old school. All right. This is where I really prefer to just go wide. Realistically, your stuff gets dealt with when you're playing Infect creatures. Just having everything out on one stick doesn't usually prove to finish the game, but 2 or 3 makes the problems a lot more relevant for your opponent. I hear you, Hodds. I'm the same way. I stopped doing it too, and heck, I'm the leader of this thing. All right, here we go. We got options. I'm actually going to put it on this because when this gets blocked, it does neat stuff. So if he's got Electricary, let's see. Let's do this instead for this. So hit him harder. And we still got our vines. Now at least one of our critters is out of range of Electricary. He still gets to scry though, so maybe he'll find it. Goblins or art red deck win sounds like your cup of tea from the quick little glance to the side that I read a sentence or two, but I'm sure our chat's going to help you out quite a bit, narrow down your search. This will be the last game today, but like I said, we've got 3 or 4 little fun Halloween-esque things magic related to roll too. You're an old timer on MTG. There's actually 1 or 2 you probably haven't seen. But other than that, yeah. Got a little homage to just Halloween with magic cards in general, showing some pumpkins and such. Always got a roll of that. Oh, I see. Thank you for that, though. All right. Trying to keep it fresh. Yeah, today's a weird show. We almost never do this, but being as popular as it is today, we're going to do it a lot more because a lot of people are liking it. But in that, we're just playing like, instead of a tournament, which we always do, it's like we're going to just play like a couple random decks and hope for the best. So see, now his Get You Lavamancer can't even do anything. If he blocks, it doesn't kill. If anything happens now, we can go get a recurring package with this. And unfortunately for Littlefight, it looks like we've got this one, unless he's just got a ton of removal next. I mean, it would have been nicer to draw like a Vines here, because this can't be blocked. Yeah, that's a good call right there. And I know this feels a little weird. I'm actually just going to cast this without any of the... we've got the tempo play here. He needs a whole lot of burn to make something go away. Watch, he's got 3 bolts. Just pop, 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 pop. Oh, that'll help. Look at this. Enchant creature has 1 damage to any creature, but if it's a wizard, it does 2 damage to a creature. I'm happy for my buddy. He got to pull that off. Yeah, it's tough though. He's got to sit back and block. If he's got a lightning bolt, I guess he could block, boom, and hope that I don't have boost if we've got our pump, I should say. And I fixed my chair this weekend, so I'm stoked. Ooh, this is a tight spot. However, if I do this here, I kind of has to target it unless he turns out some Alrighty. Yowza. He can kill our whole team. I should have waited on Corpse Cur. It's dead. If we attack with both, it can block. Pow. Oh. And if we don't, I have to attack here because he'll just pick us apart. He's going to get both of them eventually, whether it's this turn or next. If I don't attack there, he just end of turn zap, zap. And then, oh. That's a punt. All he had to do was block and then zap. But instead, we got lucky. It is 3 hours later, so maybe he's partaking in a little Rita, and that's the reasoning. Or he went up in smoke. Wink, wink. Yeah, that was a silly miss, but it happens to the best of us. All right, guys. Hey, don't go anywhere. We're going to roll to a few Halloween things, as I've been noting. It's been great. This has been a cool day. We're going over all kinds of deck lists. We went over 6 total, including you guys. Gosh, it was like 12. Next week will be our final 3 of 3 Halloween shows. And so spread the word, spread the love of the format, and we'll see you next time on Pauperganda.
Hey, all you Pauperganda Knights! Want a great deal that also helps Pauperganda? Well, you're in luck. Visit FlipsideGaming.com for all your paper magic needs. Simply enter the code Pauperganda and get 10% off on all orders $10 or more. Plus, you'll help us too.
She's a wolf in mouse clothing. The mouse's ghostly howl stakes claim to...